Artichoke Job Pack for the role of Head of Learning and Participation. Salary, 40,000 to 45,000 gross per year. Contract type, full-time, permanent. 1. Artichoke background. Artichoke was founded in 2005 with its now legendary presentation of Royal Deluxe's The Sultan's Elephant, which brought London to a standstill as audiences were transfixed by the surprise arrival of a giant's puppet and a time-travelling elephant. The production brought joy to hundreds of thousands of people as they explored the capital, turned it into a playground, magically liberated from its day-to-day traffic-clogged restrictions. The production challenged the political arts establishment to rethink its largely venue-based approach to large cultural events, and demonstrated the potential for the temporary transformation of the public realm through the creation of a moment of extraordinary art. Over the last 15 years, Artichoke has produced a total of 23 groundbreaking productions, ranging from Processions, a living portrait of women in the 21st century celebrated across the UK, One Another, Anthony Gormley's 2,400-hour living portrait on the 4th plinth in Trafalgar Square, Peace Camp, a lyrical set of installations created by Deborah Warner and Fiona Shaw for the London 2012 Festival, to the Lumiere Festivals produced in Durham, Derry Londonderry and London. Lumiere has become a core feature of the cultural landscape and has set the benchmark for outdoor citywide winter arts events. What was it that made Londoners leave their homes and tourists their hotels during the city's coldest 4 nights in years and, as many spontaneously did, lie face up on the freezing tarmac of Oxford Circus? Light is one answer, art another. For those 4 days, the art scene in London was transformed. John Nathan, The Times on London Lumiere, 2016. In September 2016, Artichoke produced London's Burning, a 4-day festival of arts and ideas to commemorate the 350th anniversary of the Great Fire of London. Across the City of London, 6 international works invited audiences to reflect on the scale and impact of the historical fire, whilst also considering contemporary threats to London's survival. At the centre of the festival was London 1666, an extraordinary sculptural representation of the 16th century skyline of London. Conceived by American artist David Best, the sculpture was built by a team of young Londoners who worked with professional carpenters to realise the artist's vision. Floated down the Thames on barges, the 120-metre sculpture was burnt on the river in central London in a spectacular reminder of the events of the 4th of September 1666. Most recently, Artichoke produced Lumiere Durham for its 10th anniversary. The audience braved incessant rain to experience the 4 spectacular evenings showcasing 37 light artworks by international and local artists across Durham City. First estimates put the number of visitors at 165,000, bringing the number of people who have enjoyed the festival since it began in 2009 to just over 1 million. 2. The role. Do you want to transform lives through art? Do you have a passion for seeking out those communities that are easily overlooked? Are you committed to increasing opportunities for artists of colour and those artists who identify as deaf or disabled? Artichoke is renowned for producing large-scale public arts events without barriers to access, and we are seeking a highly motivated and resourceful producer to lead on the development and delivery of our learning and participation strategy. For our groundbreaking show, The Sultan's Elephant, which drew an estimated audience of over 1 million in 2006, to the UK-wide mass participation artwork Processions, which celebrated 100 years of women voting in 2018, and Lumiere, the UK's leading light festival, Artichoke has a strong track record in working with and embedding projects in the local community through volunteering, education and engagement programmes. We transform people as well as places. We are now looking for a talented individual to take this work to the next level as part of our 5-year strategic plan. Working with the artistic director and senior producer, together with our development and communication teams, you will be a strategic thinker able to see the bigger picture and have proven project planning and management skills. With extensive network, UK arts, community education and local authority sectors, and experience of community engagement, and working with children, young people, priority groups, as well as artists and their technical teams, you will create ambitious and inspiring opportunities to deepen the impact and legacy of our projects, that responds to the challenges and aspirations of ACE Let's Create strategy. At Artichoke, we are dedicated to doing our bit to redress historic imbalances in the workforce. We want to recognise the positive value of diversity, create a culture of belonging, promote equality and challenge unfair discrimination. As a predominantly white organisation, we are actively working to address underrepresentation within the company and may use positive action in the recruitment process to select a candidate from a group that is currently underrepresented in our team. We aim at all times to recruit the person who best meets our criteria and welcome applicants from people of all backgrounds. 3. How to apply. Please listen to the information in the following pages. Complete the application form, which can be found on our website. Details about applying via alternative methods are available. Please contact recruitment@artichoke.uk.com. Application deadline 9 a.m. on Wednesday the 20th of October 2021. Interview date week commencing the 25th of October 2021. Details to be confirmed. Start date immediately. Artichoke is a disability confident employer. Please do email recruitment@artichoke.uk.com to arrange a call if you have any questions or queries about the role. Head of Learning and Participation, Job Description and Person Specification. Job Title, Head of Learning and Participation. Based, London, currently E1. Travel around the UK and Ireland will be required. Reports to Senior Producer. Key relationships, Artistic Director, Production Coordinator, Production Interns, General Manager, Local Participation Partners and Artists. Key responsibilities, Strategic Leadership Core Competencies. Strategy, lead on the development and delivery of Artichoke's Learning and Participation Strategy to create ambitious and inspiring opportunities to deepen the impact and legacy of Artichoke's work. Management, plan and manage all learning and participation elements of Artichoke's work in consultation with the Artistic Director and Senior Producer. Artists, work with the Artistic Director and Senior Producer to integrate the work of commissioned artists into local communities and priority groups in project locations to develop extraordinary live events. Stakeholders, ensure that Artichoke's participation work responds to the challenges and aspirations of ACE's Let's Create strategy. Networks, to participate and collaborate with relevant national institutions and networks to keep abreast of policy development and ensure the quality and depth of Artichoke's participation work is recognised at the highest level. Young people within and beyond formal education. Initiate and nurture relationships with education institutions and specialist providers to support and develop Artichoke's work with young people within and beyond formal education. Partnerships. Instigate, lead and develop relationships and partnerships with key individuals, organisations and agencies in the project locations to support the creation of opportunities and the delivery of participation activities to the highest level. Financial management. Develop and manage budgets for learning and participation work and control other areas of project expenditure as directed by Senior Producer. Communication and evaluation. Communicate learning and participation aims across the company to ensure that specific project aims and outcomes are understood and can be used to inform other department strategies or approaches where relevant. Contribute to the evaluation of Artichoke's projects. Strategic leadership and planning. Lead on the development and delivery of Artichoke's learning and participation strategy. Seek and nurture opportunities to develop ambitious participatory experiences which deepen and extend the reach of Artichoke's projects. Project and staff management. Manage learning and participation projects or elements of projects. Collaborate with sponsors, co-producers, specialist agencies, community groups and other partners to develop projects to their greatest potential. Work in collaboration with production managers and technical teams, including crowd management consultants, to deliver projects safely, on time and within budget to the highest production values. Undertake site visits with artists, partners and agencies as required. Manage the assistant producer. In collaboration with the senior producer and general manager, recruit and manage freelance staff as required for project delivery. Development of artists. Work with the artistic director and senior producer to integrate the work of commissioned artists into local communities and priority groups in project locations to develop extraordinary live events. Develop commissioning schemes to increase opportunities for deaf, disabled artists and artists of colour to produce work in the public realm. Support artists to develop ambitious ideas for community involvement. Research and develop new artists who have the skills or potential to work with local communities to develop exceptional artworks in the public realm. Young people within and beyond formal education settings. Build meaningful partnerships with primary and secondary schools and local education networks in the areas in which Artichoke works to create rich and lasting learning experiences linked to Artichoke's projects. Initiate and nurture relationships within further and higher education institutions, including art colleges and specialist providers, to develop specialist courses and modules to enable students and professionals to learn from Artichoke's unique experience of developing and delivering art in the public realm, inspiring a broad range of people to pursue a career within the arts. Together with other colleagues in Artichoke, provide training and mentoring to help young producers, technicians, and project managers to increase the skill level and range of individuals working in the public realm. Community participants, audiences and volunteers. Ensure that opportunities for participation in Artichoke's work are planned and executed to the highest level. Ensure that Artichoke's projects are linked to diverse groups and individuals within the project locations, focusing activity on the areas of most need. Ensure that Artichoke projects include structured volunteering opportunities for local residents in collaboration with a local provider and provide support for training of volunteers. Safeguarding. Ensure Artichoke's safeguarding young people and vulnerable adults policy adheres to and demonstrates best practice in line with current legislation. Ensure all projects delivered by Artichoke are designed and delivered in line with Artichoke's safeguarding policy and that permanent and temporary staff are aware of their responsibilities in this respect. Arrange training for staff and artists where required. Financial management. To research, develop and manage budgets for learning and participation work and collaborate with senior producer to integrate these into wider project budgets. To control project expenditure or on delegated areas of production budgets within the framework established by the directors and produce detailed reports as required. Research, consultation and reporting. Develop and research new ideas as requested by the artistic director. Support the Artichoke development team to create funding applications to support the work of the organisation. Together with specialist agencies and colleagues in communications and development, plan and contribute to the evaluation of Artichoke's projects. Collate and analyse information to produce scoping projects and recommendations for future projects. Person specification. Essential criteria. Personal qualities. A strategic thinker who is able to see the bigger picture and plan and structure Artichoke's learning and participation work with staff and external partners to initiate inspiring and ambitious projects. A supportive and motivated team player who is able to work across a range of simultaneous projects and prioritise a complex range of tasks. A calm and resourceful individual who can motivate staff and collaborate equally well across a wide demographic of people of all ages. Administration. Proven organisational and project planning and management skills. Financial acumen and ability to set and manage budgets. Excellent computer skills and excellent presentation skills. Artists and project management. Experience of working directly with artists and technical teams to realise their vision and achieve project potential. Experience of building and sustaining collaborative relationships with project partners across a range of sectors. Substantial experience of working with artists and supporting artists to work in community settings. Experience of producing large-scale arts events in public space. A commitment to increasing opportunities for artists of colour and those who identify as deaf or disabled. Communities and education. Strategic knowledge of and networks within UK arts, community, education and local authority sectors. Knowledge of best practice in arts-based learning and participation work. Substantial experience of devising and managing arts-based learning and participation projects with a range of different client groups. Experience of working with children and vulnerable adults. Knowledge of government funding structures to support the development of learning and training activity. Personnel. Excellent people management and team leadership skills. A detailed understanding of issues around the protection of children, young people and vulnerable adults. A commitment to increasing diversity amongst staff and the artists we work with. Communication. Excellent interpersonal skills, ability to represent Artichoke at the highest level in a professional manner with tact and diplomacy. Excellent verbal and written communication skills with the ability to convey information clearly, effectively, and persuasively. Practical problem-solving abilities able to deal with unexpected problems in a calm and efficient manner. Safeguarding. This role requires working with children and vulnerable adults and requires an up-to-date and valid DBS certificate. General requirements of all Artichoke employees. To contribute to the development of a professional working and learning environment within the organisation. To contribute to the organisation's understanding of diversity and its implications for the arts and to ensure that this understanding informs all the organisation's activities. To ensure adherence to the organisation's policies and procedures with particular reference to equal opportunities in health and safety. To work in a flexible manner in line with the organisation's corporate objectives and role and to be willing to undertake other duties as reasonably requested. To provide excellent customer care in dealings with the public. To deputise for senior colleagues as appropriate. The ability and willingness to work flexible hours and to travel as required. This job description is not exhaustive and the post holder may be required to undertake other such duties from time to time. Summary of terms and conditions. Salary, $40,000 to $45,000 gross per annum, paid monthly and arrears. Contract. This is a full-time permanent position, subject to successful completion of the 3-month probationary period. Annual leave. 25 days per annum, plus an additional day's annual leave for each year's service, capped at 5 years. You will also be entitled to bank holidays. Probationary period, 3 months. Notice period, 3 months notice period, 1 month during probationary period. Location. The post is based in Artichoke's offices, currently in London, E1. Hours of work. Hours of work will inevitably vary according to the nature of the workload, but generally will be a minimum of 35 hours per week, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Additional hours may be occasionally required as necessary for the successful performance of the job, but overtime or time off in lieu will not be given. Benefits. 1. Pension. Artichoke is enrolled in a pension scheme with Standard Life. Upon 3 months' service, payments of 5% can be made into your pension if matched by an equal contribution from yourself, although government policy may require you to make a higher contribution. 2. Income Protection Scheme. Artichoke has an income protection insurance policy to help if you cannot work because you are ill or injured. 3. Employee Assistance Programme. An employee assistance programme is a counselling and information service. It's specifically designed to give you the practical and emotional support you need for everyday life. 4. Group life insurance. All permanent staff are enrolled in a scheme which will pay 4 times the deceased individual's salary to a named beneficiary. 5. Cycle to Work scheme. Artichoke purchases the bike on behalf of the employee at a reduced retail price and saving the employee tax and NI. The cost of the bike is deducted off an employee's gross monthly salary. Season ticket loan. Artichoke offers an interest-free loan to staff needing to pay for a season travel ticket. Eye test and glasses. Artichoke offers to pay for an eye test every year for staff members, up to £30, and for prescription glasses up to the value of £150. Artichoke is an equal opportunities employer. Thank you.